Imagine a world where AI takes over the mundane, freeing humans to unlock their full creative potential. What if your daily routine could be simplified, your job more efficient, and your life more fulfilling, all thanks to automation? In this video, we'll explore how AI is poised to revolutionize the way we live, work, and even think. Ready to step into the future? AI automation will change everything. The future of human life explored. Chapter 1. The road to full automation. The journey toward a fully automated world began with small, incremental steps, driven by our relentless desire to improve efficiency, convenience, and quality of life. Early artificial intelligence systems were designed to assist humans in specific tasks, predicting weather patterns, diagnosing diseases, or streamlining industrial processes. But as these systems grew more sophisticated, their capabilities expanded beyond mere assistance. They became more autonomous, making decisions faster and more accurately than any human could. The idea of full automation, once the stuff of science fiction, started to look more like a future within our reach. It didn't happen overnight, of course. The road to full automation was marked by significant milestones in machine learning, robotics, and artificial intelligence, all converging in powerful ways. Each advancement brought society closer to a point where technology could handle not just repetitive or dangerous tasks, but also complex decision-making processes traditionally reserved for humans. The evolution of AI and automation. Early forms of automation can be traced back to industrial revolutions, where machines began to take over manual labor in factories. However, the real leap toward a fully automated society came in the 21st century with the rise of data-driven AI systems. These systems were able to analyze vast amounts of information, learn from it, and improve themselves without human intervention. Companies across all sectors adopted AI to streamline logistics, finance, healthcare, and even creative industries. The blending of AI with robotics made it possible for machines to physically manipulate the world with precision, dexterity, and speed that exceeded human capabilities. As AI continued to evolve, it started to handle higher-level tasks such as legal analysis, customer service, and creative endeavors like music composition and writing. What made this shift even more profound was the ability of AI to perform these tasks with human-like empathy and contextual awareness, revolutionizing industries once thought untouchable by automation. Eventually, these technologies became so integrated into daily life that they reached the tipping point where the world could be run by automated systems designed and maintained by AI, preparing society for change. The transition toward a fully automated world wasn't without its challenges. There were widespread concerns about job loss, economic inequality, and societal disruption. However, as automation freed people from laborious tasks, it also opened doors to new possibilities. Governments and institutions around the globe realized that for society to thrive in a fully automated world, it would need to adapt not just technologically, but socially and economically. To ensure this transition was smooth and inclusive, global initiatives were launched. Universal basic income became a common safety net, providing financial security to all citizens regardless of employment status. Education systems were reimagined, focusing more on creativity, critical thinking, and emotional intelligence, skills that machines, despite their growing sophistication, could not replicate at a human level. As traditional jobs disappeared, new industries arose, centered around innovation, exploration, and the human experience itself. The role of governments shifted too. Regulatory frameworks were designed to oversee the ethical development and deployment of AI systems, ensuring that automation was a tool for the collective good rather than a cause of social division. As a result, automation wasn't seen as a threat to livelihood, but as a pathway to a higher standard of living, a world where people had more time to focus on what really mattered to them, whether that was spending time with family, pursuing passions, or simply enjoying life without the pressure of survival. The end of work as we know it. As AI-driven systems took over everything from agriculture and manufacturing to administrative tasks and logistics, the nature of work fundamentally changed. People were no longer tethered to the concept of employment as a means of survival. Instead, work became a choice, a way to explore passions, contribute to society, or simply create for the joy of creation. The economy shifted to a value-based model where fulfillment and purpose were the new currencies. The automation of essential services meant that basic needs such as healthcare, education, and transportation were not only more accessible, but also optimized for efficiency and equity. With AI managing everything from food production to energy distribution, scarcity was all but eliminated. The idea of working to live became a relic of the past as automation allowed humanity to focus on living to thrive. Thus, the road to full automation was paved not only by technological advancements, but by a collective shift in mindset. Rather than fearing what was to come, humanity embraced the potential of an automated future with open arms. The next chapters of human history would not be written by labor and industry, but by creativity, exploration, and an unprecedented era of freedom. In this new world, human beings would no longer be defined by the work they did, but by the lives they lived. Chapter 2: Redefining Work and Productivity. In the wake of full automation, the very concept of work underwent a complete transformation. For centuries, humanity had been tied to the idea of labor as the foundation of economic systems. Work was not only a means of survival, but also the primary way people contributed to society, defined their purpose, and shaped their identity. But in this new era, where AI and machines could handle every imaginable task, from manual labor to cognitive processes, the question arose: what role does work play in human life now? The shift toward full automation did not eliminate work, but it fundamentally altered its meaning. With machines efficiently managing essential functions, work was no longer about earning a livelihood. Instead, it became a pursuit of personal fulfillment, creativity, and passion. Productivity was no longer measured in hours worked or output produced, but in the value created for individuals and communities. This was a joyous, liberating shift for humanity, a transformation that allowed people to explore their highest potential without the constraints of a traditional job structure. The evolution of productivity. Before automation, productivity was defined in terms of efficiency, output, and profit, essentially, how much could be produced with the least amount of input. People worked long hours, often in stressful environments, to maintain economic stability. However, with the rise of AI-driven systems capable of handling these tasks better and faster than humans, the old metrics of productivity no longer applied. In this fully automated world, productivity became synonymous with creativity and innovation. AI took over the routine, repetitive tasks that had once consumed much of human time and energy, allowing individuals to focus on higher-level pursuits, whether that meant creating art, starting a community project, or solving complex global challenges. What was once considered work was now a voluntary endeavor, driven by curiosity, passion, and the desire to make a meaningful impact. As people shifted away from traditional jobs, society developed new ways to measure success and productivity. These metrics were more aligned with well-being, fulfillment, and the positive contributions individuals made to their communities and the world. For instance, the creation of new art, the development of innovative technologies, and the fostering of strong social connections all became highly valued forms of productivity. In this new landscape, being productive meant doing things that added joy and purpose to life. The rise of passion projects and creative economies. With the traditional economy no longer reliant on human labor, a new kind of economy emerged, one driven by passion projects, creativity, and shared innovation. People were free to explore their interests without the pressures of financial instability, as universal basic income and automated resource distribution ensured everyone's basic needs were met. This led to a flourishing of art, science, and entrepreneurship. In this new creative economy, people turned hobbies into thriving enterprises. Artists, musicians, and writers produced works not for commercial gain, but for the sheer joy of creation. Scientists and researchers focused on solving humanity's biggest questions, from space exploration to environmental sustainability, driven not by profit, but by a sense of curiosity and wonder. AI acted as both a collaborator and enabler in these creative processes, offering tools and insights that helped humans unlock new levels of ingenuity. Because of this shift, the boundaries between work and play became blurred. People pursued what they loved, and in doing so, they contributed to society in ways that felt authentic and fulfilling. Passion projects became the cornerstone of this new economy, with individuals collaborating globally to share their ideas, creations, and innovations. This wasn't just a new way of working, it was a new way of living, one that emphasized the intrinsic value of human creativity and expression. Work is a choice, not a necessity. In this fully automated society, work was no longer an obligation. It was a choice. People chose to engage in activities they found meaningful, whether that was researching the next breakthrough in quantum physics or simply tending to a garden. Without the pressure to work for survival, humans had the freedom to explore, experiment, and engage in activities that enrich their lives. This newfound freedom brought with it a profound shift in mindset. People no longer viewed their value in terms of their career or job title. Instead, they began to define themselves by their passions, relationships, and contributions to the collective well-being. A teacher who loved working with children continued to teach, not because they had to, but because it brought them joy. A doctor who felt a deep calling to help others still practice medicine, not out of necessity, but out of a desire to heal. The balance between work and life became more harmonious as people chose how to spend their time. Some opted for leisurely pursuits, while others dove into intellectual challenges, creating a rich and productivity. Each person had the freedom to define these concepts for themselves, based on their own values and passions. Chapter 3. The Human Experience, Flourishing in Leisure and Creativity. In a world where full automation has freed humanity from the constraints of labor, a new chapter in human life began, one defined by flourishing creativity, personal growth, and deep, meaningful leisure. With machines managing the essential tasks of society, from healthcare and food production to transportation and resource management, people were no longer bound by the daily grind. Instead, they had the time and space to explore their deepest interests, indulge in personal development, and form stronger connections with one another. The human experience, once dominated by the need to work, evolved into a vibrant tapestry of creativity and fulfillment. The most profound change brought about by full automation was the opportunity for humans to live more mindfully. No longer caught in the rush of productivity and deadlines, people had time to reflect, pursue hobbies, and engage in the activities that made them feel truly alive. Whether it was painting, writing, learning a new skill, or simply spending time in nature, leisure was no longer a luxury, but a central part of everyday life. The joy of leisure, a new perspective on time. One of the greatest gifts of an automated society was the return of time. For the first time in history, people had the luxury of shaping their days, not around a work schedule, but around what truly mattered to them. Leisure, in this world, wasn't merely free time, as it had once been understood. Instead, it became an opportunity to engage with the world in ways that nourished the mind, body, and spirit. Imagine waking up in the morning and knowing that your day wasn't dictated by obligations or deadlines, but by your own desires. Some people spent their mornings creating, writing novels, composing music, designing fashion, or coding innovative software. Others devoted their time to physical well-being, with exercise, yoga, and meditation becoming integral parts of their routine. Without the pressure of work, humans began to understand that leisure wasn't about idleness, but about purposeful, fulfilling activities that brought them joy and balance. The arts flourished in this new age of abundant time. With AI systems taking over administrative and operational tasks, people could immerse themselves in the creative process without worrying about financial constraints or time limitations. Writers penned epic novels, sculptors crafted grand works of art, and musicians composed symphonies that explored new dimensions of sound. And because art was no longer commodified in the same way, it became more about personal expression and community sharing, with people creating for the joy of creating rather than for profit. Personal growth and lifelong learning. Full automation also sparked a renaissance of lifelong learning and personal development. With no financial pressures forcing people into specific career paths, Individuals were free to explore subjects that piqued their curiosity. Universities and educational institutions adapted to this new reality, offering open access to knowledge and resources. People of all ages engaged in learning for the sake of enrichment, not for credentials or job qualifications. The range of subjects studied expanded exponentially. Some dove deep into the sciences, seeking to understand the mysteries of the universe. Others explored history, philosophy, and the arts, gaining a deeper appreciation for human culture and thought. AI-assisted learning tools allowed people to study at their own pace, providing personalized experiences that catered to each individual's interests and strengths. Languages, music, literature, astronomy, neuroscience, no field was too obscure or too specialized. The boundaries of human knowledge expanded as people dedicated themselves to intellectual pursuits previously confined to the academic elite. And because education was no longer tied to a specific stage of life, people engaged in lifelong learning, constantly evolving, adapting, and exploring new fields of interest throughout their entire lives. This dedication to personal growth extended beyond intellectual pursuits. With more time for introspection, individuals focused on their emotional and spiritual well-being. Meditation, mindfulness, and other practices that cultivated inner peace became common daily routines. People learned to slow down, reflect, and live with intention, finding balance in a world that had once been overwhelmed by stress and hurry. The flourishing of communities and human connections. Automation did more than free up time for individuals, it also strengthened the bonds between people. Without the pressures of work, humans had more time to build meaningful relationships with family, friends, and their communities. Social connections, long eroded by the hustle of modern life, were revitalized. Communities became centers of collaboration, shared creativity, and mutual support. People organized local projects, ranging from community gardens and art installations to environmental initiatives and social programs. With resources and services managed by AI, communities thrived, focusing on well-being, inclusivity, and celebration rather than competition and scarcity. In this world, festivals, gatherings, and cultural events flourished. Whether celebrating a local artist's new exhibition, gathering for a seasonal festival, or organizing a neighborhood concert, communities came together more frequently and with greater purpose. Shared experiences and collective joy became the foundation of human connection, fostering a sense of belonging and unity. The bonds between people transcended geographic and cultural boundaries. Digital platforms, enhanced by AI, allowed people from different parts of the world to collaborate, create, and communicate in ways never before possible. These global connections not only expanded cultural understanding, but also fostered collaborations that led to new innovations in art, science, and social organization. A focus on well-being and mental health. Perhaps one of the most profound impacts of full automation was the renewed focus on mental and emotional well-being. In the pre-automation world, stress, anxiety, and burnout were rampant as people struggled to balance work, family, and personal lives. But in this new era, with work no longer a central part of daily existence, mental health became a priority. People had time to focus on self-care. They engaged in activities that brought them joy, relaxed their minds, and allowed them to connect with their inner selves. Without the constant pressure to perform or meet deadlines, levels of stress and anxiety plummeted. People experienced greater happiness and satisfaction as they aligned their daily activities with their personal values and passions. AI also played a supportive role in mental health. AI-driven systems provided personalized mental health support, offering virtual therapy, mindfulness exercises, and emotional coaching tailored to each individual. With these tools, people could work through emotional challenges, strengthen their resilience, and achieve greater emotional balance. The collective focus on well-being extended beyond the individual to society as a whole. There was a renewed commitment to creating environments that supported human flourishing. Green spaces, recreational centers, and cultural hubs became the centerpieces of cities and towns. As a result, the urban landscape was transformed into a space designed for human joy, connection, and growth. A new golden age of creativity and joy. The flourishing of human creativity, leisure, and connection marked the beginning of a new golden age for humanity. Full automation didn't strip away purpose, it gave it back in abundance. People discovered that, free from the burdens of survival, they could engage in what they loved, explore new realms of possibility, and connect more deeply with themselves and each other. In this world, humans thrived. Art, music, science, and community became the cornerstones of daily life, and the human spirit flourished in ways never before imagined. AI and automation enabled this transformation, not by replacing human potential, but by enhancing it, creating a world where people could truly live, create, and love without limits. Chapter 4: Ethical and Social Implications in a Fully Automated Society. As the world embraced full automation, the societal landscape transformed in ways that most people could only have dreamed of. Machines now handled everything from mundane tasks to complex decision-making, freeing humans to focus on creativity, exploration, and self-fulfillment. Yet, with these profound changes came equally significant ethical questions and social challenges. While the potential for an automated world to elevate human life was immense, there were also concerns about fairness, inclusivity, and equity. This chapter explores how society addressed these challenges, ensuring that the benefits of automation were shared by all. The rise of automation brought with it an urgent need to address issues such as wealth distribution, access to resources, and the ethical use of artificial intelligence. How could we ensure that everyone, regardless of background, reap the rewards of a fully automated world? How could AI systems be built and managed to reflect humanity's highest moral standards? In this new age, humanity faced the task of rewriting the social contract to guarantee fairness, opportunity, and respect for human dignity. Income equality and resource distribution. One of the first and most critical challenges posed by full automation was the question of income and wealth distribution. With machines taking over the majority of jobs, the traditional economic model, where people earn money based on their labor, was no longer viable. Without a drastic shift in economic thinking, automation risked concentrating wealth and resources in the hands of the few who owned the technology, exacerbating inequality and social unrest. To prevent this outcome, societies around the world implemented universal basic income as a cornerstone of their economic frameworks. UBI ensured that every individual received a steady income regardless of employment status. It was not merely a safety net for those displaced by automation, but a foundation upon which a new, more equitable economy was built. This financial security allowed people to pursue their passions and interests without the fear of falling into poverty. Additionally, automated systems took charge of resource management, optimizing the distribution of essentials such as food, healthcare, and energy. Advanced AI systems ensured that resources were allocated efficiently and equitably, preventing scarcity and waste. The goal was not merely to automate for productivity, but to create a system that ensured all individuals had access to the same opportunities and basic rights, regardless of socioeconomic status. With UBI and automated resource management in place, income inequality was drastically reduced. The automation revolution became a force for equity rather than division, leveling the playing field and providing everyone with the means to live a life of dignity and fulfillment. For the first time in human history, society had created a system where prosperity was not tied to work, but to a shared belief in the collective good. Inclusivity in a technological world. Ensuring that automation benefited all of humanity also required a focus on inclusivity. As AI and robots began to run every facet of the economy, there was a risk that certain groups, particularly those historically marginalized, would be excluded from the technological advantages that automation brought. Early on, society recognized the importance of building inclusive systems, both in terms of access to technology and representation in the design of AI systems themselves. AI ethics teams, composed of diverse voices from different cultures, backgrounds, and disciplines, played a crucial role in developing the guidelines and algorithms that powered automation. This ensured that AI systems reflected humanity's diverse needs, values, and perspectives, rather than reinforcing old biases or creating new inequalities. Inclusion became a guiding principle, ensuring that everyone, regardless of gender, ethnicity, or economic background, had equal access to the opportunities provided by automation. Additionally, automated systems were designed to be accessible to all. From the elderly to individuals with disabilities, these technologies were developed with universal usability in mind. Machines were equipped with adaptive interfaces, responsive designs, and empathetic AI that could cater to individual needs. For instance, healthcare robots offered personalized care, adjusting their methods based on a person's physical limitations, while educational AI provided tailored learning experiences that adapted to each individual's pace and style. Through inclusivity efforts, automation became a tool of empowerment, enabling all people to fully participate in this new, automated world. Society realized that technology alone couldn't create fairness. It had to be shaped by human values, with a commitment to ensuring that no one was left behind. Ethical AI and responsible automation. As automation took over more decision-making processes, the ethical implications of AI became a central concern. How could society trust machines to make critical decisions about healthcare, justice, or governance? What safeguards could be put in place to ensure that AI systems operated in a way that aligned with human values and ethical principles? From the beginning, ethical frameworks were embedded into the development of AI systems. Transparency, fairness, and accountability became the cornerstones of responsible AI. Systems were designed to be auditable, meaning that any decision made by an AI could be traced back to its source code and logic. This level of transparency ensured that AI was accountable for its actions and that any biases or mistakes could be identified and corrected. One of the most critical areas of focus was preventing algorithmic bias. Early iterations of AI systems were often criticized for reflecting the biases of their creators, leading to unfair outcomes for marginalized communities. However, as the need for ethical AI became more apparent, rigorous efforts were made to eliminate these biases. AI ethics committees, composed of experts from various fields, worked alongside engineers to ensure that systems were designed to be as unbiased and impartial as possible. This collaboration between ethics and technology created an environment where AI could be trusted to make fair and just decisions. In addition to fairness, AI systems were programmed to prioritize human well-being. Machines were not designed to replace human judgment entirely, especially in areas such as healthcare or justice. Instead, they worked alongside humans, augmenting decision-making processes with data-driven insights while leaving the final decisions to people. In areas where machines took on more responsibility, such as resource management or climate control, ethical programming ensured that decisions were made with the long-term welfare of humanity and the planet in mind. Balancing innovation with privacy and autonomy. As AI systems grew more pervasive, the issue of privacy became another pressing concern. In a world where automated systems manage everything from personal health care to government administration, data collection was both necessary and extensive. Society had to strike a delicate balance between harnessing the power of data to improve lives and protecting individuals' rights to privacy and autonomy. To address this, strict data privacy regulations were established, giving individuals full control over how their information was collected and used. AI systems operated with transparency, requiring explicit consent for any personal data usage. People could access, manage, and delete their data at any time, ensuring that they remained in control of their personal information. Encryption and advanced security protocols ensured that data breaches and misuse were rare, if not entirely eliminated. Moreover, individuals had the right to opt out of certain automated systems if they preferred to make decisions manually. While most embraced the convenience and efficiency of automation, others valued their personal autonomy and chose to remain more hands-on in specific areas of life. This flexibility allowed people to navigate the automated world in ways that aligned with their personal values, ensuring that automation enhanced human freedom rather than limiting it. Social collaboration for a fair future. Perhaps the most important lesson learned from the rise of full automation was the power of collaboration. The transition to an automated world required input, cooperation, and shared responsibility from all sectors of society. Governments, businesses, technologists, ethicists, and communities worked together to develop policies, frameworks, and innovations that reflected a collective commitment to fairness, inclusivity, and human well-being. Global cooperation became essential. As countries embraced automation at different paces, international bodies were formed to ensure that automation benefited everyone, especially in developing nations. Wealthier countries contributed resources and expertise to help others transition smoothly, recognizing that a truly fair future required global solidarity. Automation became not just a national project, but a worldwide initiative to raise living standards for all. The automated world, with its promise of abundance and ease, was built on the foundations of ethical foresight and social responsibility. Full automation could have created a dystopian reality, but humanity chose a different path, one where technology served as a tool for empowerment, equality, and shared prosperity. Chapter 5: A New Chapter in Human Evolution. The fully automated world marked not just a technological revolution, but a pivotal moment in human evolution. With machines seamlessly managing every aspect of life, from industry and governance to personal well-being, humanity found itself on the cusp of a new era, one where our species could evolve in ways previously unimaginable. Freed from the burdens of survival and labor, humans embarked on a journey of intellectual, emotional, and physical growth, exploring the boundaries of what it truly meant to be human. This chapter examines how, in this new age of automation, humanity transcended its traditional limitations. As machines took on the tasks of the past, humans embraced their innate capacity for creativity, compassion, and exploration. The world transformed into a harmonious ecosystem where technology and nature coexisted, and the boundaries between the physical and digital realms blurred. Most importantly, this was an age where humanity evolved, not only in its physical or cognitive abilities, but also in its consciousness, values, and purpose. The coevolution of humans and AI. The partnership between humans and artificial intelligence was at the heart of this new evolutionary chapter. As AI systems grew more advanced, they didn't replace humans, they empowered them. AI became not just a tool, but a collaborator, assisting people in everything from personal decision-making to global challenges. Machines provided insights and solutions that allowed humanity to tackle problems that had once seemed insurmountable, such as climate change, poverty, and disease. The coevolution of humans and AI led to a seamless integration between human creativity and machine intelligence. People increasingly turned to AI to enhance their own thinking, using the vast computational power of machines to solve complex problems, design innovative technologies, and explore new realms of knowledge. But while AI provided the computational backbone, it was human imagination and emotional intelligence that gave direction and purpose to these endeavors. AI's role as a collaborative partner extended beyond intellectual pursuits. It also became a personal companion for many, assisting with everything from mental health to personal growth. AI systems help people understand their own cognitive and emotional patterns, offering personalized strategies for emotional resilience, creativity, and learning. As a result, individuals could explore their own potential with more depth and clarity than ever before. The fusion of physical and digital realms. One of the most striking developments in this era was the fusion of the physical and digital worlds. Advances in virtual and augmented reality, along with breakthroughs in brain-computer interfaces, allowed humans to seamlessly move between the two realms. This convergence unlocked new possibilities for human experience and exploration. In the digital realm, individuals could create entire worlds, spaces for learning, collaboration, and artistic expression. Virtual environments became playgrounds for the imagination, where people could explore ideas, simulate new technologies, or simply enjoy immersive experiences beyond the constraints of the physical world. The digital landscape also became a powerful tool for collaboration, allowing global teams to work together on solving problems, sharing knowledge, and pushing the boundaries of innovation. Meanwhile, in the physical world, Technology enhanced human abilities in ways that were once confined to science fiction. Augmented reality provided real-time data overlays on everything from nature to urban environments, enhancing people's understanding of the world around them. Brain-computer interfaces allowed humans to interact with machines and digital environments using only their thoughts, creating a deeper connection between mind and technology. These advancements not only changed how people experienced the world, but also redefined what it meant to live in it. Post-scarcity and the flourishing of human potential. At the core of this new evolutionary chapter was the shift from a scarcity-driven world to one of abundance. With AI managing resources efficiently and sustainably, basic human needs, food, water, energy, healthcare were no longer scarce commodities. Automation ensured that every person had access to these essentials, allowing society to move beyond survival and towards self-actualization. This post-scarcity environment unleashed the full potential of humanity. People no longer had to worry about meeting their basic needs, which created space for them to focus on personal growth, creativity, and exploration. The human experience became one of flourishing, both individually and collectively. In this world, personal development became a lifelong journey. People pursued their passions with vigor, exploring new skills, talents, and ideas. Education systems evolved into dynamic, personalized platforms that catered to individual learning styles and interests. People of all ages engaged in learning not for the sake of a career, but for the joy of discovery. Whether exploring the arts, sciences, or philosophy, humans found endless opportunities to grow intellectually and emotionally. This focus on human flourishing also extended to physical well-being. Advances in biotechnology, health monitoring, and personalized medicine allowed people to maintain optimal health well into old age. Aging became a process of graceful evolution rather than decline, with people enjoying vibrant, healthy lives for far longer than previous generations. Physical enhancement technologies also allowed individuals to augment their abilities, whether for athletics, artistic performance, or simply to explore the limits of human capability. The evolution of consciousness and values. Perhaps the most profound aspect of this new chapter in human evolution was the evolution of consciousness itself. With time and resources no longer devoted to survival, humanity began to explore deeper questions of existence, purpose, and the nature of reality. Spiritual and philosophical exploration flourished, as individuals sought to understand the true meaning of their lives in this new, automated world. In this context, consciousness became a focal point of exploration. Humans delved into understanding the nature of their minds, emotions, and relationships, not just with one another, but with the world and the universe at large. Advances in neuroscience and cognitive sciences provided new insights into the workings of the brain, allowing people to consciously reshape their mental patterns, emotional responses, and even their perceptions of reality. Meditation, mindfulness, and other practices designed to expand consciousness became central to daily life, helping people navigate the vast emotional and intellectual landscapes opened up by automation. Human values evolved in tandem with this heightened consciousness. Compassion, empathy, and collaboration became the cornerstones of society. People increasingly recognized the interconnectedness of all life and worked to build systems that reflected this understanding. Technology was used not to dominate or control, but to uplift and support life in all its forms. This shift in values marked a turning point in human history, one where cooperation and mutual respect replaced competition and division. As humans evolved in their consciousness, their aspirations grew. People no longer sought merely to achieve individual success or wealth. Instead, they aimed to contribute to the collective well-being of humanity and the planet. Global initiatives to protect the environment, reduce inequality, and promote peace flourished, supported by the intelligence and efficiency of AI systems. The horizon of human possibility. In this fully automated world, humanity stood at the brink of new possibilities. The fusion of AI, biotechnology, and consciousness opened up pathways that had once seemed like dreams. Space exploration, for instance, became a primary focus, with humans and AI working together to colonize distant planets and explore the farthest reaches of the universe. The search for extraterrestrial life, the quest for new scientific knowledge, and the desire to expand human presence beyond Earth became shared global endeavors. At the same time, the boundaries of human existence itself began to blur. As technology integrated more deeply with the human body and mind, questions about the nature of humanity arose. Could humans live indefinitely? Could consciousness exist independently of the body? These once theoretical questions became practical ones, as humanity embarked on a journey not just of physical exploration, but of existential discovery. This new chapter in human evolution was not just about technological advancement. It was about embracing the full spectrum of human potential. Machines gave people the freedom to explore, create, and connect in ways that had once been unimaginable. But it was human imagination, creativity, and compassion that defined this new age. The future, in this automated world, was one of infinite possibilities. As humanity evolved alongside its creations, it stepped boldly into a future where the limits of life, thought, and experience were constantly being expanded. Thanks for joining me on this journey into the exciting world of AI and automation. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with others who are curious about the future. And if you want to stay ahead of the curve, make sure to hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell so you never miss an update on how technology is shaping our lives. There's so much more to explore, and I can't wait to dive into it with you. See you in the next video.